Cute. So now we have our war makeup stage. Indian women specifically. This is how we combated the mirror back in 1,000 billion years ago. We had to add a little green in there, right? If we wanted to get rid of our lines, right? That had now tried to force their way into our circle. Okay, Native American example of destroy in order to create. So the feminines decided, well, then that's how we combat it, is with makeup. Why? Because it hides the mirror of your actual personality. Why? Because the whole point was for you to forget, so that we could remember that we created the X chromosome in existence. Why? Because when women created men are from Mars, women for Venus, we understood that this wasn't real. It was just a little bit of blush. You know, because red was the color of violets. We want to soften red, Aries, with a little bit of pink. How do we do that? We give you a daughter that is in the sign of death and life, so that you understand that you only need a little bit of pink in order to look good. You don't need a full-on red war. Because what's going to happen, America, is that it's going to boil back down to, right? We don't create in twos. Why? Because when you reduce that, that's a zero. Okay? Everything in mathematics, including time and space, which is how I know that everyone's doing math wrong. God created 1, so that would equal 7, right? Because it took 7 days for everything to be created. So that means that 0, 3, 8, and 9 don't exist. Those are unholy numbers unless they're combined with other unholy numbers. 2 odd numbers make an even, right? And there's where you get the other 60-degree angle of perpendicular, bipolar, paracel, torque control left. Is how you get rid of your right angle of left or right destruction through negative polarity north. And then your axles, 23.4, would actually be 24.7 on a 233 over x equals 5. That was hard. See how hard that was? I had to mirror it back. And all I had to do was look at how many people wanted to be my friend that I didn't have room for on my friends list. 233. This is how I know you have to delete 51% of your new supercomputer. Because we created an existence where we destroy in order to create. It's only 180. That's a half of a circle. That's a dome, homie. That's a triangle trying to become a square. Well, you're going to have to take one of those lines and bend it in a 60-degree perpendicular direction of torque, which you can't move your arm back further enough for. So whatever mathematic equation you do, you got to be able to do it with your body. Now there's your torque control. From the opposite, now you want to start at the top. Okay, got it? Now, back with the war paint. Now I get it, guys. You guys are not going to understand anything I'm saying. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then just know that you are clearly on the right, on the low. Careful. This is where the parallel, because we need 2 parallels to exist. 2 lines. 2 lines create a 0, buddy. It's the only thing that in existence, which by the way breaks back down to 0. So you need another 2 1s. That's 22. I'm a 22 power number. Master builder who was born on the 6th month. Delete 51% from 6. That's 3. 3 goes back into 3. 3 goes back into 9. 9 creates 18. This is a never-ending circle. In order to get out of a circle, you got to use a star. which is why I keep telling you the age of Aquarius is a star. That's what the sacred geometry had called when we saw black holes. We knew that there was a line coming off of those circles. So that means that there's 2 1s here, 2 1s here, 2 1s here, 2 1s here, and 2 1s here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pluto. There you go. Need to take your birth chart, put it back on its upright. Bam. So that means I would be because that's the new existence now, because this one's going to end in order for a new one to create, which is called the rapture. So go ahead and put your war paint on, ladies, because just make sure, I just want to make sure that we all look good when men versus women happens, because that's World War III. Because women made you, which means that we will take you out with a 233/5, bitch. Why? Because it's the weakest point of the magnet, twin flame. Yeah. You need to use the phone number I gave you. And you need to create your own 0. Put that 0 behind that 1. And then create another 1. Okay, and then reverse that. Flip it and reverse it, Libra. Because right now you're written all throughout time and space as a piece of shit on its negative direction of polarity of I'm fabulous. No, you're not, bitch. Okay, but your soul essence, which doesn't exist, you created yourself. Okay, now I need you to uncreate yourself and create a new existence within that negative polarity. Okay, because we don't want to go down south to get back up to north. Don't want to snoop lower to an Ashley ankle in order to create a rose key. That's what you're going to get. 1 line. No zeros. Just you and me. Until you get it right, mirror. Oh, look. My makeup wand dried out. Just in the time it took to have that conversation, which is how much time you have left to get it together. Okay? I gave you all the keys of the kingdom to find another route. Now, if you keep choosing to destroy, you're only going to destroy yourself. And I know I'm not going to let you destroy me in order to live. You're just going to exist. And that's okay. Because I'm going to find a way to make 2 negatives equal 1 positive outcome. Star. Okay. Have a good day. Just remember, I think about you in a soul creation of something other than destruction. You don't have to be a 180, baby. You could be a 360. And that results in a positive outcome every time. Not just for you, but for all. Because when you hurt you, when you hurt me, you hurt the power of 3. And the power of 3 is the only thing that creates anything. Which is why we don't use it as a creation source. It's a source to get to creation.